Hi, Tim.
Hey, right.
How we doing?
Doing so good.
We're here. We're back. Different, but same.
Different.
Same, but
Same.
different, same. Uh,
Exactly.
Cohesiveness, translucent.
Yes.
I don't fucking know what, I think I just made that word up. Translucent? I don't think that's a real word. Um,
Translucent.
Translucent. Nothing here see-through. So I guess my glasses are technically a little
Yeah.
translucent, right? I think maybe. No, that's
Yeah.
probably wrong. Anyways, welcome to the show.
Bourbon, belts, blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B podcast. Let's fucking go.
Timmy, we're back, baby.
We're back.
We're back. We got another episode. This is episode 89, dude.
We just keep on moving.
I know. We're just fucking just
Keep
rattling them
rolling.
off.
Keep rolling.
Good shit.
Keep rolling,
Um,
rolling.
Ooh, keep rolling. What?
Woo.
We got a cocktail coming at us this week, dude.
Yeah. And I think this is a first of doing cocktails across the way.
Yeah.
You're not in the
No.
same house as me.
No, definitely. You're at your house, I'm at my house. It'd be weird if it was the opposite way, but um, we're at our own respective houses. And yeah, so I left you with a hefty amount of the bourbon from the bourbon from last week. And
It wasn't enough.
I went through our handy dandy bourbon book. And what I did was I just looked at the pages, like essentially where the cocktails start for the most part. Cause like there's a couple sprinkled in some of the random sections too. But I went from like the old fashioned, which I think is like page 24 to like 115 or whatever the very last one that I saw was before I went to like the glossary and all that. And I just told Lindsay, I said, pick a number between this and that. And she said 87. And 87 was the picture of this cocktail. So it was page 86 is where the actual cocktail was. And so that's what I went with. And to my recollection, we have not done this one.
We have not. No, because we've only done one cocktail with vermouth and So
so that's what I was like. I'm pretty sure we haven't done this one, so I'm just gonna roll with it. So let's get to it. The cocktail that we have here is called the Derby. The ingredients are 1 ounce of bourbon, a half ounce of sweet vermouth, a half ounce of curacao, a half ounce of lime juice, and then mint for garnish. You just shake it all together, strain it into whatever glass you like. They do like a nice chilled coupe glass. We don't have those. We like our shit on the rocks. So strain it into a nice rocks glass with ice. I know you have a big cube. Even with my new big cube mold, I'm an idiot and fucking forgot to make more ice after the Super Bowl last weekend. So yeah. So I'm over here drinking out of some little baby back bitch ice, but it is what it is. So I want to read the little blurb as we do before we get to testing it out here. This was my bookmark napkin. This is a paragraph, so stick with me.
I'm going.
The Derby. Horse races and hats. That's all cocktail names really are. And this recipe comes to us from Trader Vic. Victor Bergson, oh, sorry, no, there's not an S in his name. Victor Bergeron Jr. suffered from ill health as a young man, but eventually found work in his uncle's bar. The two men had a falling out, however, and Vic borrowed money from his aunt to open his own bar, Hinky Dinks nearby, which he decorated to look like, wait for it, an Alaskan hunting lodge. A visit to the Don A visit to the Don the Beachcomber restaurant in Los Angeles during the Great Depression turned him on to the draw of a more relaxed vibe and more colorful cocktails. He suggested that he and Ernest Gant, a.k.a. Don the Beachcomber, form a partnership, but Gant I can't fucking read today. Good Lord, Tim. But Gant declined. In 1938, Bergeron visited Cuba and met the man who later became his mentor, Constantino Ribaligua Evert, owner of the celebrated Bar La Florida. Trader Vic, as Bergeron became known, launched a tiki empire that continues to this day. Among his many cocktail creations, the Mai Tai is arguably the most famous and most controversial. Both he and Gant claimed the bragging rights for inventing it. This recipe appeared in his 1947 Bartender's Guide. The curacao and lime juice give the bourbon a nice Caribbean twist. All right. So that was a mouthful. So we have ourselves the cocktail. I have mine, the Derby. I will put a disclaimer. I don't know about you. I couldn't find the orange curacao. So I just kind of Googled what's like a good substitute for it. And Grand Marnier is the option that it said was the best, the closest, because it has a brandy base as well. Oh. And so that's what I went with was Grand Marnier.
You went fancy. You said orange liqueur, so I went with triple sec. So.
Yeah, triple sec. Okay. So, but I like that though, because it'll be interesting to just kind of see how we how it tastes on both our ends here, being slightly different version of the same cocktail. And I also fucking forgot mint. Just realized that. So don't have mint. Didn't garnish it with mint. Whatever. It's not infused into it. It just sits on top. So it's not like I'm missing that much. More of an on the nose thing, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Been sitting here for a sec, so I'm going to give it the old classic stirry. You know how we do. All right. You ready?
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, dude.
Yeah. I'm a big fan already. It's got the citrus, got sweetness. I'm good with the sweet cocktail, and I will say
it's not super sweet though.
Not super, no. But
it's not super sweet. Like there's like a touch of sweetness. Like you can tell that there's orange in it, but it doesn't have like simple syrup or anything in it.
I definitely get Caribbean vibe from what it was talking about.
I can definitely taste I think that's definitely the mix of the orange and lime.
Yeah.
All right.
The mint does actually kind of add a little bit of flavor in there.
Does it?
So
does it? Yeah. I totally forgot to buy it. And then when I was just looking, I was like, God damn it. Totally.
Oh, I got plenty over here. So just come grab it and we'll get back on this.
All right. Time out.
All right. I'm going to give this I'm going solid 9. I'm really digging it. This is something I would order on the regular. I like all the flavors that go through it with it, and the orange and lime really pop through, and I like that.
Yeah.
So
Giving
a solid 9.
I'm going a little lower. I'm gonna give it a 7.
Oh.
It's not my favorite. And I just, it kind of, hold on. Like the initial flavor is good.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about one of the ingredients that the aftertaste, because it like up front, it tastes like a whiskey sour.
It's probably the vermouth. It's because it
might be the vermouth or something.
It's like wine,
really bitter,
and so it kind of.
Yeah,
I kind of get that for
it's
sure.
Getting something on my tongue that I'm not a huge fan of, so I gotta dock it a couple points in my book. That might be the farthest off we've ever been on any of
that
the
is
things.
For sure the widest spread.
two full points. But anyways, I mean, it's not bad. It's just like it's not my favorite, but I'll definitely be drinking it, and I'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy it for the episode, but I probably wouldn't make it again. Alrighty, we're moving on over to our bourbon talking points, and once again, it's the only talking point that fucking matters, Tim.
Whoa!
We're fucking Super Bowl champs, my dude. Fucking go Hawks. Hawks.
See?
Hawks.
The Seahawks are
Dude.
Super Bowl champions, dude.
They fucking did it, and they did it in fucking absolute dominant fashion. Jesus Christ. They made Drake May look like he was a fucking toddler.
Honestly.
Like, just like he didn't know what to do from the jump. It was really bad. And I mean, we held them absolutely scoreless until like halfway through the fourth quarter or something when they scored, or like maybe towards the beginning of the fourth, maybe is when they scored the first one. But it was we were up fucking 22. What did we win? 29-13. So yeah, I think we were up 22-0 for, a good portion of the second half. And goddamn, dude, it was solid. I mean, and kudos to the Patriots too, because their defense was playing. They were struggling in the game. Yeah, they were struggling containing K9, for most of the field. But when we got down in the red zone for the first while in the game, we stalled on drives. I think we went 1 for 4 in the red zone on the entire game, or maybe 2, because I know we ended up scoring twice. Oh no, that was a pick 6. Yeah, we only scored once on offense in the end zone. AJ Barner. So,
which was a beautiful pass.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Their defense played well. Their defense played hard, but
Christian Gonzalez, man, he's a beast of a corner for them.
Dude, like he's good. Like, for sure, he is good. I just wish Darnold would have led the receiver at all.
Very
because almost all of those pass breakups that he had, he was burnt.
True. Very true.
Like, because that's the thing in the NFL. If it's a step and a half, you're burnt.
Yeah.
And they definitely had separation between them and him. It was just Darnold kept fucking throwing the ball just slightly behind where the receiver had to slow down, and Christian Gonzalez was having to make a diving attempt to break up a behind thrown pass. So it was just like, fuck. But all in all,
it was awesome, dude. It was
fucking great. We won.
It was a great party at your house, and so thanks for hosting on that. And
absolutely
great time there. And then I know probably the rest of the nation outside of Seattle didn't think it was the greatest game, just because it was pure dominance and defense at the start of it. No fireworks or anything, but I'm a big fan. It was so good.
It was awesome.
We got to open up the bottle of Maker's Mark that I purchased after that first Super Bowl win.
Back in 2014, man. You bought that bottle 12 years ago.
And it collected dust. It was caked on there. I had to really clean that before bringing it over to your place. But it was fun popping that open, and I said it would open when they won again. So, yeah.
And they fucking did it.
They did it.
So, for the next year, our Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champs. They're world champs, and we get to just kind of relish in that fact for the next year, and hope that we can run it back in 2026, 2027, and go win another one, go repeat it at our other arch nemesis stadium.
Right in SoFi.
Going in SoFi. So, speaking of which, I wore my Backstreet Boys shirt.
Oh,
because the Backstreet Boys actually started like a manifestation thing after their commercial that they had during the Super Bowl, which was like the karaoke sing along. I want it that way, but with the revised lyrics.
Yeah,
they've like gone on record now, like in interviews, saying that they want to do the Super Bowl halftime show next year.
I saw that, and they want to bring Britney Spears,
Britney Spears, in sync, 98 degrees.
millennium.
Yeah. They were saying bring them all back, and first off, let's do it.
Yes,
Jay-Z, come on, let's hook it up here. Let's do that, because that'd be fucking dope, especially after just the last couple years of halftime shows have been, and this has no political ties to it with me saying it about the Bad Bunny one in any way, shape, or form. I don't care about that. If you get the Backstreet, they're going to actually put on a show. It's going to be nostalgic. They're going to put on a fucking show. It's going to be theatrical. It's going to be everything. That's the type of thing. So hopefully they can do that. That'd be fucking dope.
That would be awesome. I agree.
That'd be fantastic.
I would love it.
That's bringing us on over to Nice. Even 45 minutes away from each other, we're still pretty in sync on that. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But Timmy, you already know. Got to ask you, what do you want to talk about?
I'm going to talk about Monday Night Raw, of course, and I'm going to start with what opened the show. We got Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. Becky was on something at the beginning of the show. She was all out of sorts, and personally, this is one of the times that I think she's missed the mark. I think it was too over the top.
Oh, okay.
Just with the stuttering and everything. I get AJ Lee has been a thorn in her side and everything, but she's also been gone since Survivor Series and not a lot of mention about it.
Yeah.
And so why is she living in her head so much? I get there's been some impact and everything. Maxine became IC champion because of her and all that. So I'm hyped for the match. I'm surprised it's happening at Elimination Chamber. I thought this would be a Mania match, and maybe it will still be, but I'm here for that. I thought the promo missed the mark a little bit. I thought both of them were kind of a little off on it, but I really like the opening segment where it's showing everyone coming into the stadium, and Becky sees AJ Lee and just throws a tantrum in the background. I thought that was solid.
Yeah, I like that too, just because it just keeps us. I think whether the actual promo in the ring itself was perfect or not, I still liked it. I still thought it was solid, but just the way Becky reacts to AJ is just so her character right now, and I think it's so good.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. So
she has her character on lock for sure, and it's always entertaining. I would agree with that. All right, next up we got Liv is continuing to tease who she's going to be facing at for the title at Mania, and on Monday Night Raw, she talks about Stephanie Vakir, and she comes out, and Stephanie's actually trying to get her to choose her, and trying to coerce her. What I absolutely love about this is getting Dirty Dom involved with it, and no, I'm not going to translate that for you. And then that slap he took from Vakir was just amazing.
Brutal. Yeah.
This is the match we want to see.
It really is.
I don't know if you're going to talk about it, but no one wants to see Liv versus Jade. So let's stop even teasing that.
Yeah. No, 100%. I agree. That whole promo was solid. It was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. Everything about Liv being back is just Raw was missing something. In the women's division, and it was Liv. Just like it's missing something in the men's division, that's Seth. And it's those are noticeable absences when they're gone, and I think that's really that's a real testament to their characters and their abilities and their charisma and everything. So it was fantastic. But yeah, no, nobody wants to see fucking Liv and Jade.
Nope.
So
And
let's
Liv's
just move
character would never choose Jade, so I don't even know.
True. Yeah.
Next up, I got to talk about the Elimination Chamber qualifier matches. We got Rhea moving on over Lyra and Ivy Nile. I'm here for it. I think they're just stacking the Elimination Chamber on both sides. It doesn't look like they're going to put any fodder in there, really, and Rhea fits in there. I'm not a huge fan of the tag champions being in it, but so be it. It looks like Jay is gonna be in a qualifier match too, so that's just the way it goes. And then we got LA Knight winning, but really what led to that was the hooded guy is back and took out, which I think is intriguing. I like that LA Knight gets a win from controversy over this. He belongs in the Elimination Chamber, so I'm excited for that. Who is this hooded guy?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It's not Logan Paul because Logan Paul was out.
Him.
Yeah.
It's not Adam Pearce either, because that was another theory that was floating around, was that it might be Adam Pearce, but Adam Pearce was standing on the apron too.
Yeah.
Like now the most feasible person would be Seth, but I just feel like that's too on the nose.
Yeah, and the stature doesn't
the stature doesn't fit him.
So is it Jake Paul? Is it Logan Paul's brother? That's what I'm hearing a rumor out about that.
That would be interesting, I guess. I haven't heard that one.
So there's that possibility, but honestly, I have no clue who it is, and it's been a fun ride. We haven't seen him for a couple weeks after the Royal Rumble, so I'm glad that they're bringing it back, and now I'm just curious to see who is it.
Yeah, seriously, I want to know who it is.
But our boy LA Knight's in the Elimination Chamber. Is there any shot he wins?
I mean, we're always going to hope.
Yeah.
But no. Let's be real. We're always going to hope that he will, that they'll actually push him since he deserves it.
Yeah.
But I just don't feel like it's going to probably happen. So
this is not the year.
I don't have my hopes up.
Yup. All right.
Yeah.
I got a banger of the week, and then I got an honorary banger, and you're just going to have to accept that because that's just the way it is. So my banger of the night is Punk's fiery promo. We get a follow-up with Finn Balor being able to challenge for the title, which I'm excited for. This is one of those situations, though, where it's like, why set up a title match before Mania? Because Finn isn't going to win unless there's a shock of the century going on there. But I like their back and forth there. But then Michael Cole goes, what are you doing? You're jeopardizing your main event with Roman Reigns, and then Punk just gave out some passion. He's chasing for greatness, and it was such a good promo from him. I think just overall promos have been on fire lately. Everyone's stepping up their game.
Yeah, no, they've been really good for sure. They've been really good.
Yeah, and then my runner-up banger is Javon Evans doing the cutter to the Los Americano guy,
dude,
catching him in midair.
That was so fucking awesome. That was so good. The way that he just, how did he do that? I don't know.
The timing to land that,
it was
crazy.
Is
wild.
Yeah, it was wild. That they both timed it too, because that's the thing, is it's not just one person's timing, it's them both timing that. So it just makes it that much more impressive. You know what I mean?
Agreed. So
it was crazy. No, I fully accept your double banger.
All right.
We call that a bang bang.
Bang bang. I like that.
All right, yeah. So that's gonna bring me over to SmackDown, unfortunately. Just give me a second. Need to get a little more intoxicated to gag my way through the show. It was almost entirely from start to finish absolute fucking garbage. It was an awful episode of SmackDown. So let's get into it. This is my first talking point. How in the year 2026 is the largest sponsor in the middle of the ring fucking Mad Dog 2020? We were watching it and Lindsay was like, did I say Mad Dog in the middle of the ring? And I was like, yep, Mad Dog. Isn't that like the malt liquor or whatever the fuck it is?
I
Like
think
that
so.
was
Yeah,
the fucking,
yeah.
that was the fucking that we used to get from fucking like Happy's in Ellensburg.
Yep.
Jesus. I was just like, what the fuck? So that's how my talking points are going, just so you know.
Yeah.
Nextly, I love the fact that the ring announcer got the biggest fucking pop for saying one fall than either Jordan Grace or Jade Cargill did.
Which is unfortunate. I mean, not for Jade, but
this
for
is
Jordan
exactly,
Grace.
So this is what I said. I said, Jade is awful. Absolutely awful. Her character's dog shit. Her mic work is dog shit. Her in-ring work is dog shit. It's fucking terrible. What are we still doing? How is she still the champion? It makes no fucking sense. What are we doing? And then I wrote, it's too bad for Jordan Grace because she is so good, but they made her look so fucking bad.
She
in this
was
match.
walking Jordan through, or Jade through that. Like, you could tell, like, she was the main one leading that whole thing.
And they made her look fucking awful in a loss.
I mean, why would you put her in this situation?
Yeah, and to have her lose to a one-armed Jade Cargill to try to get the fact, oh, she's such a brute. No, it's fucking stupid, and it was terrible. The crowd was legitly chanting Dirty Dom.
Yeah.
During their match, because all they cared about was Liv and Dom at ringside eating chicken nuggets for Valentine's Day dinner.
To be, I mean, it probably helped the audience during that match to give them something to chant, but also it kind of took away from the match to them being by the side, you know? So it's like a double edge. I don't
think it took anything away from the match, Tim. That's the issue. Is that,
well, I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if that was like a last second thing that they were like, this is gonna suck. Dom, go out there real quick.
Probably, you're probably right. Yes,
give the fans something to actually chomp on, you know, because they it was fucking terrible. It really was. It was bad. And then hey, we get more fucking time of Jade Cargill being the goddamn champion, which she should go back to AEW. Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Send her back.
Nope.
Ship her right back over to where she came from.
No return policy.
Yep. All right. My next talking point here is, why don't we just, continue polishing on Cody's knob and pushing him towards absolutely nothingness at the expense of both Jacob and Sami Zayn, two fucking dudes that actually, you know what? Let me backtrack here for a second. What the fuck are we doing with these goddamn triple threat matches? We get fucking Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, and Damian Priest in a triple threat match next week. After Carmelo just took a fucking pointless and absolute bullshit loss in that fucking 10-man bullshit pointless tag team match that meant and did nothing for anybody. And then you have the one fucking guy that's in that match, the one fucking dude that's in that match that can't take the fucking loss.
Agreed.
What are we doing? So we get those three in a triple threat match next week, which I don't know about you, but it seems pretty fucking clear to me who's going to be in the goddamn elimination chamber out of those three. And then last week we had fucking what was Randy Solo and Aleister Black.
Yeah. They're just making it so obvious.
Yeah, right. And then last night we get fucking Cody, Sammy, and Jacob all in a fucking triple threat match together. It makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense at all. If anything, all three of them should be in the Elimination Chamber match.
Agreed.
And
Agreed.
if any of them were to not be in the fucking Elimination Chamber match, it should be Cody.
Yeah. Because
Cody should be the
screw
one.
him out of winning.
Yes, exactly. And he tried to, and then they fucking go and make Sammy look like fucking dog shit.
I hated Sammy for that. He's too good of a guy.
So, like, fuck, dude. It was so stupid. I'm just so annoyed with it. I don't know, man. It was just really disappointed.
I'm not a huge fan of how they've been booking these, the qualifying matches. It's been too on the nose.
Because didn't they do the same thing with one of the women's ones too? It was like ones that were obvious, and then there was another one, or is going to be another one.
It was like Rhea, Lyra, and Ivy. It ain't gonna be Ivy, and it wasn't gonna be Lyra. So not with Rhea's in
Rhea,
the ring,
and then Tiffany. It was Tiffany's Chelsea and Lash. It's like all three of them should be in the fucking chamber. Like that would be a fucking great chamber. But then next week on fucking SmackDown, we get fucking Charlotte, Nia, and God, who fucking else knows who the fuck the other person was? I don't even remember. Fucking Natty, I think it was, or some bullshit.
We know Charlotte's going in.
It's probably gonna be Nia.
No,
because SmackDown just likes to continue to fucking just be terrible.
It's my talking point next week, so you're good. You're off the hook.
Yeah, it's just fuck, man. So that brings me to my banger of the night, Tim.
That was already 3 points?
Yep. My banger of the night here is Liv and Dom.
I mean,
they made me laugh so fucking hard with the entirety of all of that, and the fact that they were eating fucking chicken nuggies, heart-shaped chicken nuggies, and they're like actually eating them in chicken nougays. They were actually eating them at ringside too. Like it wasn't just like a prop. Like they were actually fucking eating them and dipping them and everything, and like having an actual like romantic dinner. I just thought it was fucking awesome, and it was like the one thing from SmackDown that made me actually like be happy with such a dog shit show. So
I thought that part was solid, and if you brought it up, I was going to point out that was the most tolerable Wade Barrett was either. Like when he goes all ham for those guys, it's the best. Like, and when he was saying chicken nougays and all that, I was just eating it all up. It was he was great on commentary during that whole segment.
Yes, he was. I'll agree. And I don't agree with that very often, but I will agree.
I agree with you, but that part was good. And I mean, just to build on the bad night, you have the women's tag team match at the beginning end in DQ, but there was no reason for DQ because the ref couldn't handle the two. But then the 10-man tag happens, all chaos. Refs has no control over that, but no DQ happens during that.
True.
Right? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, totally true.
Yeah. Anywho.
Yeah. It was just, and then it's like you have a triple threat match that's just a qualifier for the Elimination Chamber be the main event over your world title match.
Yeah.
Because you already know you booked a fucking garbage match because you booked a garbage champion. Like, it's fucking mind-blowing to me. Like, rectify it. Just fucking make her drop the title.
Yeah.
She's not good enough. It's just facts. She is not good enough.
I don't get what direction they're going to go with her as champ or anything. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, it is crazy.
Well, that brings us to the belt question of the week. I pose this, and there's a theme going on. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, so love is in the air. And so I'm posing this question. Who is your favorite on-screen wrestling couple over the years?
I had a handful go through my mind. You
Hmm.
know, uh, the Vicky Dolph Ziggler was a funny one. You
Yeah.
know, like that was it was as much as we all hated Vicky, but that was her job was to make you hate her. Um, it was that I always thought was funny. That was always
Hmm.
an entertaining situation. Uh, as much as they haven't been an on-screen couple in like really, but we just know they're a couple, and then we got a little bit of it recently. Punk and AJ is always is a solid one to go to.
Yeah.
Um, but I think I gotta roll with Dirty Dom and Liv, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's not and I know there's a lot of other ones to go to, and I'm sure you have you have a real good one also. But like when you think of the heat on them, the craziness that has been the ups and downs of their relationship, which I love that even more so. And I think that actually adds more to it because they're so good at what they're doing
Mhm.
with there being no such thing as kayfabe anymore, and everybody knowing that Dominic Mysterio is fucking married.
Yeah.
Like, you really, like, Lindsay was like, "Are they, like, actually together?" And I was like, "No, Dom's married, and everybody knows it, and
Yep.
they're still so good at what they do, but they're also, like, doing it respectful towards Dom's wife too," like, that like, they're not
True.
doing anything, like, inappropriate really or anything, like, they kissed the one time just for the sake of, like, the moment,
Yeah.
but they're actors at the same time, so,
Mhm.
um, yeah, I don't know, it just, like, they're just so good that
Mhm.
it makes you forget about that, the fact that they're not together, the fact that Dom's married and his wife's probably fucking backstage, like, you know what
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Mhm.
but they're just so good at it that they make you forget and they make you think they're a couple,
True. Very true.
So
Yeah.
that's who I'm going with.
I
I
like it.
feel like when you take in all of the factors into consideration, like they're kind of hard to top.
True.
So
Very
who
true. Very
who do you have?
I was going through the list, and like one that was close was Eddie and China. They were
Mm,
an absolute great uh, on-screen couple there, and kind of reminiscent of what we got now. Live in Dirty Dom.
yeah,
But I went with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. I think they are just the heat they generate together, especially
yeah,
back in 2000 with the McMahon Helmsley faction, just was incredible. And they continue to create hell for many other superstars throughout the years together.
yeah.
They were just menaces, and they were just so good at it. Plus, they're married in real life, so that helps with their chemistry on screen as well. But yeah, that's who I'm going with: Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That's bringing us on over to Blockbuster.
First
Lights.
camera.
Action. Bringing us to our focus features. Timmy, you're up first. What you got for us?
I got Scarpetta. The synopsis for this is: Scarpetta brings Patricia Cornwell's iconic literary characters to life in a gripping series with skilled hands and an unnerving eye. This unrelenting medical examiner is determined to serve as the voice of the victims, unmask a serial killer, and prove that her career-making case from 28 years prior isn't also her undoing. Set against the backdrop of modern forensic investigation, the series delves beyond the crime crime scene to explore the psychological complexities of both perpetrators and investigators, creating a multi-layered thriller that examines the toll of pursuing justice at all costs. The cast is Nicole Kidman, Jamie Lee Curtis, Bobby Cannavale, and Simon Baker. A release date for this is March 11th of this year, and the platform is going to be on Prime. What'd you think of this?
This looks fucking awesome, man. Here it is. There it is. New one was coming. We talked about this before once, didn't we? We didn't talk about this. I thought you put this in the news at one point. I swear we had talked about this. Maybe I had just read something about it at one point, but either way, it looks fantastic. I like it looks at least like it's going to be, because it has the whole 28 years prior. So it's going to be like you're going to get like scenes from that time frame
Yeah.
and then the current time frame. And they're going to be like, I feel like it might be like a kind of hand in hand kind of
Yeah.
thing a little bit, like getting to the point of trying to figure out the connection.
Yeah.
And I feel like this might be one that I could get Lindsay in on too, which would be solid. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, man. The vibes I got from it was like the Bone Collector and like Kiss the Girls kind of vibes, and I've just adored those movies growing up, and so this brings me right back to that. Got to stellar cast with all the names listed. Just it looks like it's gonna be good, and it's a series, and so I have high hopes for this. The trailer just really stood out to me, and super excited for it.
Hell yeah, man. That brings us over to mine, which is Spider-Noir. The synopsis for this is Spider-Noir is a live-action series based on the Marvel Comics Spider-Man Noir. Spider-Noir tells the story of Ben Reilly, a seasoned, down-on-his-luck private investigator in 1930s New York who is forced to grapple with his past life following a deeply personal tragedy as the city's one and only superhero. The cast of this is Nicolas Cage, my boy Winnie the Bish, Lamorne Morris, and Brendan Gleeson. The release date is May 27th of this year, and it will be out on Prime Video.
Man, for Prime is just pumping.
And I had to, when I saw them both, I had to add both trailers because they put out the first one they put out was the black and white one, and then shortly after, it might have been the same day, shortly after they put out it's called True Hue, but it's just the full color. Trailer too. So I'm curious to see like if parts of the movie are gonna be in both.
That would be sick.
That would be kind of like Sin City-ish.
Yes.
You know, like that would be kind of cool.
That would be so cool.
This looks fucking awesome.
Dude, it does. And I loved watching both trailers. Just of course watched it in black and white first, and then did it with the color, and it was just it got me so pumped for it. I think Nicolas Cage fits this so perfectly, and then love having Lamorne in this as well. That just we don't get enough of him, I don't think. So excited for that.
And it looks so good. Like just like visually, it looks really good. Like both black and white and True Hue, it didn't matter.
Yeah,
it looks like they actually really captured that time capsule, you know, that era of that, and the 1930s picturesque kind of settings, and even like the filming of it, like it looks like it actually came out of the 30s, but in a good way. You know what I mean? Like,
agreed.
So I don't know, I just thought I saw that and I was like, oh my god, I was shocked that you didn't, that wasn't yours.
Well, I jumped the gun and went with Scarpetta like right away, and this dropped the next day, and I was like, son of a but yeah,
I got you, don't worry.
I'm glad you put it. Love the Spideyverse and everything about it. So this is definitely gonna be a must watch for me.
Yeah, for sure. bringing us over to the news.
What's in the news?
What's in the news? First up, had to throw it on here because we just talked about it last week. It was our pose for last week's episode for the socials. Eagle. And we got the actual full official trailer for the reboot of Scrubs. And boy, oh boy, got it. I like in a way, it kind of hit me in the feels. Like it didn't like make me emotional, but I was kind of just like, fuck, dude. Like, A, they all look fantastic still.
Mhm.
And B, it was just so cool to see them all like back together, just doing all this. It was just like running it back. And
Yeah.
this feels like it's going to be different than the original reboot season, whatever that season number was, season 9.
Yeah.
And because that one did feel off,
Yeah, a little
you
bit,
know,
for sure.
the style, the comedy, everything just kind of felt a little different. Like this feels like it's straight up just right in line with the OG 8 seasons. So
I agree 100% and just agree with the emotional sentiment you got from it, because it definitely was like full of funny stuff going on, but it was just like, oh yeah, the show does a perfect blend of, being funny but get you in the feels, and I think this trailer did a perfect
yeah,
job encapsulating that.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
it was awesome.
All right, well, that brings me over to Obsession. This is a follow-up from one of your focus features,
Yep.
and we get the official teaser trailer. Not the full-on trailer, but a longer teaser than what we got
Yeah.
with your focus feature. Um, Dude, this it is just building on like, it was a cool idea when you first brought the teaser on, but
Yeah,
this
man.
just helps more. And I remember watching that first teaser and going, I recognize that voice. And sure enough, I don't know if you're familiar or have seen the videos online, but the channel is called That's a Bad Idea. And it's Curry Barker and Cooper Tomlinson. They do all these skits where they're just outlandish. I'm going to send you a link so you can watch them. But
Okay.
Curry Barker is the one that is the writing of the movie, and then Cooper Tomlinson is in the movie. And so
Gotcha.
they're
Is he
two.
the main?
Yeah, he's the main
Okay.
guy, the Tomlinson, and but the voice on the phone call in the first teaser you sent is Curry Barker, and I was like, I know
Gotcha.
that voice. So it's cool to see them bring this to fruition and everything. But the teaser trailer, man, it's wild. I just creepy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Got
there it's
exactly
like
what he
there's
was wishing for.
yeah. Yes, and then some.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. It looks wild. Like
Yeah,
for sure it looks looks wild.
I'm pumped for this one. Next up, we got Omaha, and I don't know if you're gonna go see this movie. I probably would guess Lindsay might not like this movie, or maybe she would, but dude, this movie looks so emotional.
Yeah, man.
This Pursuit of Happiness is like obviously the first thing I can think of that's similar
Yeah,
to
for
this,
sure.
but I
Yeah.
feel like this almost hits deeper.
Yeah, this looks I mean, yeah, and like I feel like to a point you also don't really know what's going on
Mhm.
from the trailer. Like you get like the gist, obviously it's emotional, but you don't know what they're either running from, running for, running to.
Mhm.
You don't know, and the kids don't know.
Yeah.
But you can tell the dad's obviously going, and there's turmoil,
Yeah.
and he's like trying to do, or at least it makes it look like he's trying to do what he can for the kids, but you also don't know like
Yeah.
what is he doing and is it what's best, you know? So
Yeah.
it definitely looks super emotional and really intense. So
Yeah. No, 100%. Next up, we got Deep Water, a shark movie of all things,
yeah,
but a plane crash. We got gonna Aaron Eckhart, right, as the captain of that, and
Ben Kingsley.
Yep, Ben Kingsley. It wasn't a very long trailer. This was more of a teaser as well, but holy hell, one of my biggest fear is being in the middle of the ocean and then you
Yeah.
add sharks to that. So what'd you think of this?
You get like the fuckery of two worlds here of a plane crash, which is already terrifying in and of itself, but then a
Yeah.
plane crash that then is in the ocean and then you have to deal with sharks. So like you just survived what should be the worst thing and now you're fucked even harder. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense. It looks good though. I'm excited for it. It looks really good. I enjoy, Deep
Yeah.
Blue Sea, fucking
And this is the director of Deep Blue Sea.
yeah.
So
Yep.
they know what they do with sharks. So I'm
Yeah,
really
for
excited
sure.
for this.
So yeah, man. That brings us to Lord of the Flies. This is one of the few books I actually read in school growing up, that I didn't just cheat my fucking way through. And
He
no,
would
this
never.
one, no, never. I guess I shouldn't say cheated my way through either, because I didn't really ever cheat. It was just I just didn't read the books, but I just wrote the papers and off of just listening to people
Yeah.
in class. Like I would just listen to people discuss stuff and then I would write the papers and somehow I pass. But I don't know.
It worked.
But yeah, so I wanted to throw this on here because I think there was another a movie of this, like from
Back in the 90s.
yeah, back in the 90s, yeah. Which I think was, if I remember correctly, not the greatest.
I don't remember. I don't think I've
but
watched that one.
The idea of the book is pretty fucking crazy when you really think about it. I believe it is also a plane crash with like a group of kids, or something happens with this group of kids get stranded on this island and it's just them.
Yeah.
Their supervisions or chaperones or whatever died in whatever the accident was, and then it's just the kids and they're just surviving and they kind of end up making like their own civilization essentially there. And things go awry, if you will. And I just like that it's like Castaway meets Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
To a point, right? And so I always thought it was just kind of an interesting concept. So I saw this also kind of seemed like it was more like a teaser trailer. Like it didn't seem like it was a full thing. Again, it was shorter. It was only like a minute long or whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that on there. And
yeah, man, that is also one of the books I read in school, and I don't remember all the details, but once the trailer was playing, I was like, oh yeah, I do remember those bits and parts. So
yeah. Lastly, for trailers, we have Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen.
What a title. What a title.
Yeah. And what a trailer too, because it really leans into that title of you're just like on the edge of your seat, just anxious, just like what the fuck is happening or what is going to happen or what is it? And you don't really know who's in trouble necessarily, because
but someone is sorry.
Someone is sorry, yes. But because it seems like a lot of it seems like through that trailer that you're seeing like all these people saying I'm sorry, and like something is about to happen to what looks like the bride. But then I feel like you also see the bride then say I'm sorry and do something as well. So then it's like, who is actually like, what is happening? And
exactly.
It's like the vibe I got was like a non-dark comedy version of Ready or Not, almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, it seems like there's definitely something obviously with the wedding, with the family of one of the two people in the wedding, and some fucking weird ass shit's going on.
True.
And it's just like, this does not seem like it's going to have the dark comedy vibes that Ready or Not had.
Yeah, no, I agree.
This just looks a little more sadistic, I think. So
I'm very intrigued. I loved the trailer of this and just the repeating of "I'm sorry" and everything. It's just like
yeah,
it's setting up the anticipation of it all. So
yeah, for sure.
really curious on that. All right.
Yeah, man.
That brings us over to our Triple B memoriam. We lost another great actor out there, James Van Der Beek. He passes away at the age of 48 years old. So young.
Yeah,
Lost to the battle to cancer that he had, and just, I mean, it's Dawson's Creek. He was in Jay and Silent Blob, and he was in How I Met Your
Varsity
Mother,
Blues.
Varsity Blues, and
Yeah, man.
everything. So Don't Trust the Bee, and so many things, and just so young to pass away. So
Yeah.
just wanted to give him a shout out. So here's to you.
Cheers. Bringing us over to our special segment of the week. This week, we had Toasted or Trash once again as a refresher, because we do only do it once a month. Toasted or Trash is where Tim and I assign each other respectfully a movie to watch. Whether we've watched it before or not doesn't matter. And we watch them respectively, and then we just talk about them on the show, and we talk about how we felt about it, and then we try to guess whether the person that assigned it for us thought the movie was toasted or they thought it was trash. And we also give our own assignment to it. So
Yeah.
my watch that you assigned me was The Wrecking Crew. And your watch that I assigned you was Roofman. Both movies that we covered on our show, to at least some extent. And yeah, so Timmy, I'll let you go first with Roofman, the one I assigned you.
I'm just good. The movie was so good. It was so good. It based off a true story. I love those things, and the movie, like, it was like a 2+hour movie, and it didn't feel like it. I was just fully immersed in it all. It had me from the get go. There was no lull in it, and even like it wasn't like a fast paced movie at all, but the acting in it was so good. Channing Tatum was on another level with this. Like, his character is just so believable that you're rooting for this guy, this guy essentially, who's breaking
for
into
sure.
things and not
Yeah.
in any standard a good guy by any means, but you're rooting for him, and I think that's just like a testament to that character and everything. And
Mhm.
I like there's just movies you watch where you're gonna remember when you watched it, and it's just gonna be with you for a while. And to me, that's what Roofman is. It was really good, really enjoyed it. I'm gonna say you thought it was toasted.
I'm like right down the middle with it.
Oh man.
And I think the reason is, so like, I thought it was good. Don't get me wrong. I did think it was good. I just don't think I can fully give it toasted. And I just felt like there seemed like there were a lot of, I don't know, inconsistencies or just like kind of missing pieces of certain things that I was just like, oh, I feel like we just jumped past certain things without really going back to it at all. Like, there was, like, what about his fucking kid?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that was like the thing me and Lindsay couldn't get past at the end. It was like, you like, what the fuck about, like, you're seeing her again and talking about her kids and stuff. Like, what about your actual fucking daughter? Like, that part was like, what the fuck? So it just seemed like there was just some missing stuff.
I really don't think everyone wants to be famous. I really don't. No. But man, there's a lot.
My phone just started playing a podcast out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? That was weird. My apologies for that. Fucking two bears, one cave. Shout out Tom Segura and Burt Kreischer. But anyways, yeah, no, it was just like it was good. I think you're totally correct in like the assessment of Channing Tatum in this role was absolutely phenomenal. And there's something about Channing Tatum that I just always gravitate towards his characters. Like no matter what it is that he plays or whatever, it's always just like I'm in. And so yeah, but there is the all around, I think overall as a movie, I was just like, yeah, it was solid. It was solid. It definitely wasn't bad, but it wasn't my favorite thing either. So
fair enough.
It's kind of like the cocktail I'm drinking. Today.
We're
just
on
off
different
today.
pages.
Yeah,
That's
we're
all
off
right.
today.
That's okay.
Well, you gave me The Wrecking Crew.
What'd you think?
This was like the Fast and Furious franchise and Bad Boys fucked, and this was the movie that they birthed because it was funny, it was fucking action packed, it was emotional, there was drama, like it had everything, and also it's like visually really stunning too, just with like I feel like they really captured a lot of the like the landscape of Hawaii,
Yeah.
the state of Hawaii. And so yeah, it was beautiful. I definitely thought this was toasted. I assume you thought it was toasted as well.
I
and
did.
Yeah, it was such a fun watch, and I think there's enough meat on the bones here that they could totally do a second one.
I'd be here for it.
So like with the especially with the guy coming back up to Jason Momoa's character's Johnny at the end.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like there's enough, and then like they have enough family that like something could happen and they'd get pulled back into something again or whatever the fuck Marina Baccarin and his history together are, because they obviously are not just a normal couple. Like she's into some fucking shit too with the way she was driving that goddamn minivan. So like there's definitely a story to be told with these characters, I think, and I'm fucking here for it if they actually do go that route, because this was awesome. I really enjoyed it.
I did too. It was unexpectedly like violent. Like I knew it would be violent, but it was over the top violent, but in a good way. The opening.
Well, yeah, the opening, but the fucking kill towards the end with the swords in chest.
I was like, yes, that was so creative.
I was like, oh fuck, that was like a Mortal Kombat kill, dude. Like, oh my god, I've never seen a kill like that in a movie.
No, 100%.
Like that, I was like, holy Jesus, fuck, that was that he went from the back through the chest, and then he fucking shoved it up into the dude's entire fucking face.
I know.
That was wild.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa, man, I just want to give him his flowers. He is this comedy gold. Like
he's so good. And Batista here, I want to give Batista his fucking flowers too, because a lot of the things I've seen him in were, it was like Drax, where he's like me dumb but funny kind of guy, or even I want to forget the fucking name of it, but it was the zombie movie. You know what I'm talking about. It's like Dead City, or
it was the Netflix movie, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Tig Notaro was in it, and but anyways, like even in that, he had more of kind of a comedic. There's like comedic tones in that movie as well, and like while there were comedic tones in this, they weren't on his side.
Yeah,
for the most part, like he was the steadying force. He was the Danny Glover to Jason Momoa's Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
in this, right? And
absolutely.
he played that role really well. and like just actually it was like just all around it was super believable too, and which is saying something because when you get a movie where there's these two big jacked meatheads playing these roles that could very quickly go off the rails, honestly, and they didn't at all. They played it perfect. So
Yeah. I really liked when they started acting like brothers and kind of forgave each other and
yeah,
everything. And so once that happened, the movie really took off for me. And
yeah,
so, like you said, there's enough meat on the bone for a sequel. And I hope it gets
for
it
sure.
because would love to see that blossom even more. So
Yes, absolutely.
solid movie.
Yeah, man.
All right. That brings us over to Blockbusters question of the week. I also pose this and recurring theme. It's, yesterday was Valentine's Day. So, in that spirit, what is your top 3 favorite rom-coms? And we'll go back and forth. You'll start it off and go from lowest to highest.
Perfect. So for me, what I put down number 3 is The Notebook.
Okay. All right. All right.
It's fucking classic. Nicholas Sparks. Uh, I mean, so many just like quotable moments from that movie.
Mhm.
And yeah, I don't know. It was just, it's a absolute
A
classic of a
classic.
rom-com. Yeah.
It's a classic.
What about you?
I went with How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is my
Okay.
number 3. Is not my first rom-com, but I was getting into high school and it was a memorable one, and
Yeah.
I quote it all the time, and I watch it yearly, and so, yeah, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Hell yeah. Nice, nice. Um, my number 2, I went with The Wedding Singer.
That one that's a
I
good
love
one.
that movie. I quote that one. If I was going off just purely like quotable rom-coms, this one might be number 1 for me.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many moments. I have the microphone and you don't, so you will listen to every damn word I have to say. Uh, I love that movie so much. It's
Same,
fantastic. It's too
same.
good, man. It's too good.
Like,
Classic, just absolute Adam Sandler at his prime. So
that's definitely, like, if I expanded this, it's definitely in my, like, top 5, so
yeah.
definitely. Alright, I'm going with 13 Going on 30 with
All
Jennifer
right.
Garner and Mark Ruffalo. It's, another one I just remember watching when it first came out, and
Mhm.
one I regular come to. I learned the Thriller dance from that movie and would do that at the high school dance there, and, yeah, I love that movie.
That's awesome. And lastly, my number 1, going back to what I was just talking about in our Toasted or Trash segment with old Channing Tatum. Um, and it is The Vow.
Oh, yeah.
Again, another Nicholas Sparks. But Channing Tatum, Rachel McAdams, the whole premise of it, they're together, married, they get in a car accident. She gets this like terrible memory loss where she doesn't remember him at all.
Mhm,
And he gives kind of goes on a mission of trying to win her back,
mhm,
you know.
yeah.
So uh and
That
it really, I don't know, it just really like puts a whole new like meaning and level on just like the different levels and eras of relationships and stuff that everybody goes through. And there's funny moments, there's super sad moments, there's intense moments. It's just all around. I think it hits all of the criteria of what you would want in a good rom-com. So
Yeah. Yeah, man,
yeah,
I have to go back and watch that one. I've seen it at one time, and I would love to go back and watch that one. That's
yeah, dude, I would
solid top
definitely
3.
recommend it. It's super good.
Alright, my number 1 is 10 Things I Hate About You with Heath Ledger, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, just
Hmm.
Julia Stiles. Solid movie, brings me back to 90s, 2000s, and just that era, and it it still holds up. It's a solid movie, it's funny, it
Yeah,
got everything you want in a rom-com, so, yeah.
hell yeah, man. Oh yeah, good
Yeah.
questions. Good questions this week. Good
Yeah.
job. I liked them. I liked how you roped them all in with the time that we were in with Valentine's Day. So
Yes. With
yeah,
that,
man.
episode
Episode
89.
89. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's fucking go.